I think it's cool that I'm still using that old logo, and I've changed all these other things, and there it is. There I am, and I totally forgot to fix the logo. But hey, guys, welcome back to another episode of Talking to the Media's Live. I'm your host Chris Fagan, and I am joined once again by the one and the only. You know her very well. You've always asked me where the hell is she, and she's back. Amy Newman, how you doing?
I'm good. I'm sweaty and I'm here because I can't run the AC while we're recording.
What did you say? It was like 153 degrees out there in California?
That feels right
What's the heat index?
in my heart.
And guys, that's exactly what's going on, guys. I have to turn the AC off on this side as well. So it's going to be about...
To a very shiny edition.
It's going to be... Yeah. Yes, a shoddy edition, especially if I wasn't wearing the hat. It would be so bright, it'd be glowing out here, guys. But we're gonna go through we're only gonna go through like 3 topics. We're gonna do a quick live one. I've been so busy with work, and Amy's been so busy. I've been like, can you go back on the channel? She said you literally got 10 minutes. You're only getting 10 minutes. And then I'm gone. She told me just a few minutes ago, I'm putting her on the spot right now, she will not give me a warning when she has to leave. If we go overtime, she's just logging off. So if I start talking to myself, making myself look like an idiot, all you're going to probably hear is my phone buzz go with a text message saying, told you. So I'm going to try to go through these topics real quick. Like I said, we only have 3 of them. Right here on the magic wall here, guys. So if you're watching us live on the YouTubes or on Twitch or on Facebook, I appreciate you guys. If you want to chime in, pipe in, and tell us what you guys are thinking, any of your conspiracy theories and your questions, your comments, and concerns, and all that good stuff while we're talking about the main topic. If you're not watching us live, and maybe you're catching us later, you can still support the channel. You can always do that. How do you support the channel? You can always do that by sending in your questions, your comments on our social medias or through super chats while we're streaming live. Any questions that we deem worthy, we can also use them on our We Got Your Mail segment that I try to do on the weekends. And think about helping us out by becoming a YouTube member and all that good stuff while we're here talking about movies, TV, streaming news, and all the trending topics and yada, yada, yada. I just yada, yada, yada. I haven't done that in a long time. I love the yada yadas. But let's go through the first topic. I think I sent you. Yeah, I just emailed you those topics. If you don't mind, could you help me out real quick and read the first one that we have?
Sure. Topic number 1 today from the Los Angeles Times. Ezra Miller grooming allegations deepen. Court cannot locate or serve the actor. The parents of an 18-year-old from North Dakota have obtained a protective order against the Flash star Ezra Miller, adding another scandal for the embattled actor to contend with. But the teen's parents and law enforcement are having a hard time locating Miller to serve the actor with the order, which accuses Miller of, quote, physically and emotionally abusing and grooming the teen.
That I don't know if you looked up any of that stuff. That was so wild. I was reading a lot of it today. Apparently, a young lady that they've become friends with since she was about 12, I believe.
That's what I.
And now the parents were concerned about like physical abuse, like just very odd behaviors. Just once again another situation where Ezra Miller is just in the news again. Can you believe what we're hearing about?
I can.
At this point, you're like, you're like, yeah, I can. She's like, I buy it. What did you think about?
Ever considered that maybe this person is just not a good person?
Yeah. I'm trying to figure out why Warner hasn't said anything, won't say anything. It's just I thought when Discovery bought Warner Brothers that they would take action. I mean, at least tell us moving forward after the Flash movie comes out, Ezra Miller will no longer play the role moving forward or be in any of our projects moving forward. But nothing. It's been the same business as usual over there at Warner Brothers. Like we don't like. I made a TikTok joke about it. We don't talk about Ezra, but it seems to be the operating procedure, standard operating procedure over there at Warner. What do you think Warner will ever like take action? What do you think the appropriate step should be at this point?
I mean, do you feel like at this point they're just like one thing at a time? Because they're still
we
like,
just ended the Amber Heard Johnny
yeah.
Depp trial.
I feel like there's just like one poor PR guy at Warner Brothers who's like, today I am going to take my wife out on a date, and the phone just starts ringing like, oh no. But no, honestly, I feel like there's been consistent, incidences of physical violence, and now this, where it's like, yeah, if someone is getting, of age, is getting that close with a teenager, I feel like that's some immediate red flags. But some of the allegations the parents are making are kind of wild, of like claiming that she's kind of brainwashed and that it feels almost cult-like.
Culty.
Yeah. But yeah, obviously, I think action should be taken against them. This is all very concerning. I don't know, though. At this point, it's just such a cursed series. Yeah. It's like, what do you?
It's even? It's definitely not looking good. I mean, and it gets worse and worse. You think that maybe this time it'll be the calm and there won't be a storm, but it's like oh no, we're still in the middle of the storm. That was the eye keeps coming back, and you think the storm is over, but no, it's just business as usual. I just don't understand why ignoring it seems to be but I've heard that this seems like this could be the straw that breaks the camel's back. Like there's no way to really, this one you cannot ignore. And there were some things that came out in that article. I was reading through the Los Angeles Times, so I highlighted a few key things. So I have some slides here, but I'll try to read through them real quick if I can get my camera set up. I'm sorry, the window set up properly here. Where are they at? There it is. Okay, so. Attorneys and activists Chase Iron Eye and his wife, Sarah Jumping Eagle, petitioned the Standing Rock Tribal Court on a reservation in North Dakota Tuesday to issue an order of protection of their child. Let me put that on full screen. It might cut off a little bit. The court will grant the relief request in the petition for a restraining order if Miller, who is non-binary and uses they/them pronouns, doesn't appear at the hearing. It cites the Federal Violence Against Women's Act, which gives the order broad jurisdiction nationwide. Moving on to the next. I'm sorry, I'm trying to do two things at once here. Let's see. They move around so much, is what the parents said, that we're stuck in this legal limbo situation. Although Dakota is 18, the parents are still considered the teen's legal guardians under tribal court rule. Chase Iron Eye said the family said it's been working for months and in multiple states to get Dakota. And to get Dakota to leave Miller so that Dakota can be their beautiful, independent self. The petition said, I might have messed this up. The petition said, and while their Jumping Eagle alleged that Miller assaulted her, Jumping Eagle filed an incident report with the Santa Monica Police Department. And I'm going to put the last slide up, try to go through them as fast as possible. Dakota and Miller allegedly met at the Standing Rock Reservation in North Dakota in 2016 when Dakota was 12. Now, that's the part that I took pause on, was 12, and Miller was 23. Miller allegedly exhibited a pattern of corrupting a minor, the family's petition said. Ezra uses violence, intimidation, threats of violence, fear, paranoia, delusions, and drugs to hold sway over a young adolescent Dakota, said the filing, which listed several alleged incidents of impropriety. And I'm poised to believe it, at least some of it, because of at least the violent part of it, because we've seen them be violent in public. Yeah. I mean, it's not a secret. What do you think about that? About some of the things I've listed off in the petition?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, this is a person with a history of violent incidences. And then, yeah, I feel like anytime someone is like hanging around a child and a teen, and then like they turn 18 and now suddenly you're skipping town, that's bad news.
Right.
That just
Yes,
screams
the
grooming.
police are having a
There's
hard time finding Ezra right now.
Yeah, which is also insane. Like that's another level of just like, there's no way you're coming out of this looking good. No, clearly they have just a lot of issues, and this is going to be a
Right.
recurring issue if if they're not dropped off these projects.
Right.
And honestly, I hope this girl gets the help she needs and gets out of that situation, because at the end of the day, it just sounds like really bad situation. And, yes, she's 18. Yes, she can make her own decisions. But if the people nearest her are this concerned, I don't know why you wouldn't. I feel like in an article I read, they were kind of going, well, they just seem to get along. It's like, I feel like that should have been red flag number one.
Right.
Like if I was, 12, 13 and a 23, 24-year-old suddenly took a liking to me, I think rightfully my parents would have
That's
gone,
creepy enough. I mean, just the
yeah.
age. I mean, the
And I'm
fact
not trying to
that
blame. I don't know. I wasn't there, but to me that's strange to me that you wouldn't have stepped in a little sooner. Of like, I don't think this is an appropriate like friendship
right.
to be building.
It reminded me a lot of what I don't know why the first thing I thought of was Michael Jackson, where it
Mm,
was like, and he fought to the tooth and nail. It's just innocent. We're just being playful. But look, even if it was innocent, even if it was just you just trying to regain the childhood that you didn't have, but you're still an adult,
yeah.
and you're spending all this alone time. And then, like you just said, why would the parents? I wouldn't let my children. I don't care which idol or icon or celebrity who I grew up loving it was. That's not worth. Like, no. Why would you even request? Hey, can your child spend the night at my house? I'm like, no, because you don't have. Because at the time, like, you don't have children. This is not a play date. You're talking about my children spending time alone with you. Like, no, that's never gonna happen. And I never
Yeah,
understood.
there's just an age gap thing that immediately makes me go, why can't you find friends your
Your
own
own
age?
age,
And it's
which
usually because some power dynamic that they
exactly.
want is existing there.
And if I remember correctly, the rebuttal or the response that Dakota, or am I saying the name right? Dakota or Tokata gave was I thought I had it a second ago. Let me pull it back up again. It was it was issued from what I understood, it was issued like before all of this. Like it was almost like a preemptive strike, like as if they knew that this was all about to become public, or TMZ was about to release it. And I heard that the statement that I have right here came out prior to it, as like damage control. And I'm sorry,
Mm,
I got it cropped off a little bit, but she goes, I dropped out of Barb 5 months ago. I think that was a school that he was helping her with and paying for. My
dang, yeah.
friends and I, my friend and comrade, William, passed shortly thereafter. My mind was incredibly impacted, and I've needed space and time for the process of grief. The statement said, my comrade Ezra Miller, for the entirety of the aforementioned era, has only provided loving support and invaluable protection throughout this period of loss. The statement also said that Dakota's father accusations hold no weight and are frankly transphobic. So she's accusing her father of being transphobic and accuses him of emotional and physical manipulation. So both sides are accusing each other of the same thing, of emotional manipulation. But the law, I guess, according to their tribe or the tribal law, that says that the parents, I'm sorry, have precedent at the end of the day. I mean, even though Dakota is 18, it's like, look, let's at least when every other time Ezra got in trouble, they were right there as if getting arrested wasn't a big deal.
Yeah.
Disappearing like this for a charge, this is that for an accusation this big, it's not a good look. So that's all I'll say on that matter. It's not a good look. It's just all the times that they were arrested, and it was like almost like that attitude. Oh, I'll be out in a day. I'll be out before the end of the day. Kind of an attitude. Like, why are they still in Hawaii? Do you know? Are they?
I assume not, because I know she's from North Dakota.
Oh my God! It's like, where's Ezra? It's just weird. It's like now it's like I'm looking like any moment now. Like you could be in California, in Texas. I don't know. What pisses me off, and I'm sorry, I keep forgetting to switch the camera. What pisses me off is I on this channel I might have mentioned a YouTuber that I like listening to, a guy named John Campia. I know I've never brought him up before, but I could already feel you rolling your eyes because I bring him up too much. But one thing that's kind of pissing me off, that every time Ezra Miller comes up, thing that I'm hearing is, oh, well, I really hope that they get the help that they need because such a talented actor and this and that and the other. But John, I'm gonna look right at the camera, like, John, I love your channel, but buddy, you have been harsher. It reminded me of like Hurricane Katrina. I'm sorry, I'll trust me on this. I'm going somewhere with this. When the actor Chris Brown and the Rihanna thing happened, John Campia was like, fuck that guy, I don't give a damn. Like, I know I might sound like a chauvinist caveman, but I have sisters, and a guy like that would hit a woman, like, throw him under the jail, you burn in hell. Okay. Chris Brown had his day in court. It was I didn't give a damn about Chris Brown. If he was found guilty and thrown in jail, I don't care. But he went to court, whether it was celebrity justice or not. He got out of it, and hasn't gone, been on the news as heavily afterwards since. I mean, he's been on the news for some negative stuff since, but nothing that kept escalating from that situation with Rihanna. And for what he did to Rihanna, shit, I was like, yeah, throw the guy in jail too. But that was most people that I heard's response to that. But for Ezra Miller, it's like, I hope they get the help they need because they're such a great actor, and I'm looking forward to The Flash. And then the next thing happened. Well, I hope they get the help they need, and it's such a good. I'm like, what the? This reminded me of Hurricane Katrina, when the families that were flooded out of their homes, looking for food, a nearby store that was already broken into. They would go in and go grab food to eat and grab whatever they could out the store. Yes, it was stealing, but they were doing it to survive. But this news, I remember a news outlet would take pictures of the black family saying, and it was the same newspaper, families found stealing from this local store. White family, same store, same outlet, family finds materials. I was like, the coverage is like not the same, and it pissed me off so much. But I can go into a rant. I know you don't have that much time to hear me rant about all that stuff, but it irks me on how it's being covered. Threatened to kill a woman and her husband. Threatened to light his wife on fire. Hit another woman with a chair. Choked another lady at a bar. I mean, it's getting worse, and it's like, I hope they get the help they need.
Yeah.
I don't know. Am I crazy?
Yeah.
But I don't know. Let us know what you guys think about it.
They're not getting kind of the disciplinary action you'd think someone would get in this situation.
Yeah.
And that's certainly a part of it.
It's
Absolutely.
irking me. And I still do hope they get the help that they need. I'm not saying
Sure.
that Ezra doesn't deserve help, but
they're being a piece of shit. But
they're being a piece of shit.
Need,
exactly. Give them goddamn, give them the help. Arrest them. Give them the help.
I'm pretty sure they have access to the help they need. Though. They have the money.
Exactly. That's just how I feel about it, guys. Am I crazy? If you think I'm, give me your theories, your conspiracy theories, your thoughts, your concerns, your questions. Am I nuts? Or should Ezra have already been fired by Warner Brothers? At the least. I just feel like Warner Brothers is encouraging this behavior. They're never going to do anything.
A one-off incident would be bad, but a one-off incident is a one-off incident. A pattern of behavior is clearly just a liability from a PR standpoint.
This movie is never coming out. It's not coming out.
No.
It's going straight to HBO Max. It's going straight to streaming, and that's all. Guys, let us know what you guys think about it. We're going to move on to the next subject because Amy's about that cutoff time is for real. Amy is not playing around. So let's move on to the next. Amy, what's the next topic that we have?
From IGN headline, there is already a hate group against Ms. Marvel, and it is just pathetic. Even though a single episode has released so far, the Ms. Marvel Disney Plus show has excited the massive South Asian community as the culture finally receives a proper representation in the world of superheroes. The Pakistani-American superhero had become a groundbreaking character when she was first introduced in Marvel Comics by writer G. Willow Wilson, Sana Amanat, and Adrian Alfona in 2013, and it seems like Kamala Khan will very likely have a similar impact in the live-action superhero media as well. And there's a non-white person. There's shitheads aplenty.
You haven't seen the episode yet, have you?
I have not. I've not gotten around to that one.
Now I don't know much about Kamala Khan, the character. I don't know much about. There she is, Miss Marvel. But what I've read over the years, leading up to when the Captain Marvel movie was coming out, I heard about Ms. Marvel. She's the first Middle Eastern superhero for Marvel Comics. Became very popular, really, really fast, and became a fan favorite. So it's not like all the fanboys, or whether they're white, black, or Christian or not. We're like, as far as comic book lovers, we're like, oh, we don't like this character, or she's woke or something like. It wasn't like that. She was very, or is very well received. So it bothered me, and it was very interesting to me that a hate group, Christians Against Ms. Marvel, would come out the day of, or it seemed like the day before the episode dropped on Disney Plus, and it was so fast. And okay, so before I read about what that's really about, here's what the Facebook group said. It says, Ms. Marvel might be the biggest slap in the face for conservative Christians to date. Disney has decided that the face of this franchise should not be Carol Danvers, Ms. Captain Marvel, Brie Larson, but should instead be a gay, Muslim, no straight Christian characters from Marvel. Those days are over. Please join us as we let Disney know that we will not be canceled.
I mean, can I just real quick? We did give you Captain Marvel. And
Yeah,
you fucking hated her too.
Exactly.
Brie Larson back.
I said the same thing
Do
on
not pretend. Do not give me that.
Do not do that bullshit. I said the same thing on my TikTok channel. These are the same people who are, and it's one of the most viewed videos I've ever done in this channel. The Brie Larson. Oh my God, because Brie Larson stood up and said that. Movies that have that are geared towards or targeted towards a certain demographic, whether it's black people, Muslim people, whatever. Like the media should include those communities, those outlets that speak to those communities, and bring them in to cover these stories in these movies. She didn't say kick out more white people to include more black people or this. She said just bring in more chairs so these other outlets can cover these stories. That's all she said. And then she got all this hate. Now it's, why are they replacing Brie Larson with that?
So, like, I'm sorry, there aren't enough white, straight, male superheroes.
This is not enough. We got 20 in a row, but now...
Go watch your Batmans and your Spider-Mans and your... I don't care anymore.
Exactly.
Well, it's like you don't... Because at the end of the day, it just comes down to, like, it's such an insane, like, so you don't want any people of other ethnicities in media, because if they cast non-traditionally, like, if they cast characters more diversely, you're like, well, that should be a white person and blah, blah. And if they write, but this is specifically a Pakistani American Muslim character. She was written to be that.
And if the same story would have happened to a white kid in that same city and whatnot, it'd be like, well, it's just a story. Like, and we've seen that story before. It's called Spider-Man. Spider-Man, the white kid gets bit by a spider, gets some superpowers, goes saves the day. Okay.
It's just insane to me, the idea that, like, that's neutral, that's normal, and anything that isn't that is indoctrination.
It's forced. It's so woke. You're forcing it on us, and what?
It's like you realize people from Pakistan just exist, right? They're not making a political
No.
statement by being from Pakistan.
But I guess not in that Facebook group. But they I've
I would
gotten
be
so many.
fascinated to know how many people actually
When I
like this
first
Facebook group, though, because also I feel like sometimes these are like, you know,
this it's
20 assholes and it becomes a headline.
I was told that it's satire. That because I couldn't understand. I've seen Facebook groups blow up pretty fast overnight. But when I was made aware of this story, it already had 14,000 followers. I just checked it before we went live. It's now at 17.5 thousand followers. I'm like, how is this group growing so fast? If is it really targeted to hating it? Then I was told on TikTok that it's a satire page. That the page has existed for years. And whenever something happens, they change their title to direct anger at whatever the next thing is. And I said, that's worse. Because that means, like you said, the 20 or 2 guys that are in charge of this group is doing this shit on purpose. And it's working. Oh, I know it'll probably get us 3,000 more followers. Let's change it to Christians Against Ms. Marvel. Boom, 3,000 extra more followers in one day.
I mean, welcome to the internet. People love to be mad, and then people love to be mad that other people are mad because anger gets clicks.
Yeah.
It's like angers and corgis. That's the only option.
What was that on
And
the
I,
Chappelle?
for one, would like more corgis.
What was that on the Chappelle show when he played the black white supremacist? He was like, "If God put hate in your heart, let it out. White power. Let's just let it out." And if you don't like Will and Grace, there's nothing wrong with you. There's something wrong with Will. Anyway, so yeah, you're right. It gets clicks, and it's just it's pathetic. When I told the guy,
we're talking about it.
Yeah,
And again,
it's
at
got
the
us
end of the
talking
day,
about it.
that might be 500 people, and
Yeah.
then 16,500 people going, well, I want to see the shit show.
I hope that I cannot wait to see what they say when the sequel to Captain Marvel comes out, because newsflash, guys, Brie Larson is in it.
Yeah.
This young lady who's playing Kamala Khan is also going to be. They've changed the name of the movie to The Marvels or something. I think that's what it's called, The Marvels, because it's going to have 3 leads. A black character who's was a Monica Rambeau. I don't know if you saw Captain America.
Yeah.
Captain Marvel.
I saw she's in WandaVision.
Yeah, she's in WandaVision. Yeah, she's going to be in it. Kamala Khan's in it, and Captain. She's not. Nobody's being replaced. Okay. It's just inclusive.
And that's the other thing. It's like there's so much, and not that, look, when there were movies, there was still room to have, people of color in these films. I'm not trying to say like there needs to be a bigger table for everyone to have a seat, but good Lord, especially in this day and age, is there room for like there is so overwhelmingly goddamn much superhero content.
Yes.
Like people doing the like, well, what's next? We have to have a bisexual, non-bi. It's like, yeah, probably, because we're running out of fucking. We just had 3 goddamn Spider-Mans. I'm sick of it.
Yeah. Why? Yeah. I mean, it's like, well, they're not the same.
I don't need another white Chris. It's fine.
I'm like, they're not they're not all the same. Tom Holland's taller. Shorter than Andrew Garfield. They're different. It's so diverse.
All white Chris's look the same. I'll say that.
The Pratts and the Hemsworth.
You're white. Your name is Chris. Congratulations.
You get a movie deal. I knew I was. If I had a time machine, I'd tell my mom, not that guy. That guy over there. I got to get a Hollywood deal. But no, I'm glad to be.
But no one. You don't have to watch it. And it existing, no one is going. A Disney executive is not going to sneak into your house and snap your Captain Marvel DVD
exactly that you do not own, with that fake ass outrage of replacing Carol. Oh, now you're feeling Brie Larson now.
Now we like Brie Larson.
Yeah, now that you see the Pakistani little girl trying to stand behind her to take her job, right? No, that's that fake outrage. God, what do you guys think about the fake, obviously outrage over Brie Larson? This support for Captain Marvel, a movie that people swore up and down that Disney bought movie tickets for to boost the numbers to 1 billion. Now all of a sudden it's like, oh my God, we cannot live without our pure Captain Marvel if the other alternative is, Kamala Khan, which is
Also,
weird.
like, I love them being like, this is good Christian media. Like, I didn't see Captain Marvel, but is there a scene where she's like, before I fight this alien or whatever the fuck,
Let's
let me
pray.
pray to my Lord and Savior
David,
Jesus Christ real
I
fast?
felt I felt that every punch that Cara Danvers was giving to those aliens
Is for
was
Jesus.
for Jesus. Yes. Have you heard the truth? And just I
Yeah.
just punching
There's
and
just like some soft, like Christian rock playing
killing
in the
ET
background.
for Jesus. You don't need the phone home. You need to phone the Lord. Okay. Moving on. Guys, share your thoughts about that stuff, or no. Just let us know what you guys think about it, one way or the other.
I promise I probably don't want to hear it, but
But yeah, I mean, yeah. I was thinking about how could I end that one.
I know you're always like, tell us your thoughts.
Tell
I'm
it,
like, I
tell
don't
it.
know if I want them.
Like,
I've seen the thoughts of people on the internet.
are you are you a racist bigot? Let us know your thoughts. Like, no, I don't want to hear that. No, keep it to yourself. I should say that should be the line from now on. Are you racist? Keep it to yourself. Unsubscribe. Moving on to the last final topic, real quick. Now that we're past the 32-minute mark, going to the 35-minute mark. What's the last thing that we have on the table?
From Variety, Julia Garner's been offered the Madonna role in the Universal biopic. The Inventing Anna actress has been offered the role of Madonna in a forthcoming biopic about the pop icon. Sources familiar with the project told Variety. Garner has emerged as the favorite from over a dozen candidates, one insider added, and has for months been speculated as a frontrunner for the part, a performance Madonna will shepherd herself as director. Garner's team is considering and expected to accept the offer, said another source.
I know you are the biggest fan of the Ozark. Have you binge watched all of the Ozark, right?
I didn't, though. I have been watching Inventing Anna, so I am.
I haven't watched that, so I'm okay. So I'm the Ozark guy. You've been watching Inventing Anna.
I will say, I feel like she's a great choice for Madonna, just purely for the like slightly unplaceable accent. Like we know, because I feel like didn't Madonna do a weird like, you're not British?
She's doing a weird thing right now.
Madonna loves to like kind of be Brit. Like Madonna just constantly has that vibe of someone who like spent a semester abroad and came back. Like,
yeah.
You did not pick up an accent.
I've set my GPS to a British voice. Every time I navigate somewhere, I'm like, my travels was so I feel so proper. It's weird. Isn't Johnny Depp doing the same thing? Doesn't he have like an accent now?
A little bit of an accent. Yeah.
Where does he think he's from now? It's weird.
I know. I feel like every couple years, I just have to like every time I like hear him talk. Every few years, I just Google like, where is Johnny Depp from? Like,
he's American.
Not anywhere he would.
That dude's from North Dakota. but based on the Ozark, I saw her in one other thing, or no,
she's good. I think she will be good. I feel like Madonna as director is the point that makes me a little more.
Thank you. Oh, I'm glad you brought it up. I thought I read that wrong. Okay, you're in the business. What do you? Okay, I wouldn't want you to, because for all you know, you might get cast as the best friend.
Sure.
So let's not piss off the director. But come on, Madonna, really? Why do you?
I mean,
direct
and I feel
this?
I feel like nothing is less like I don't feel like Madonna's a person I associate with like having a great sense of like humor about herself or a great sense of like.
Is she going to
really
take
being
this
able
too
to
serious?
admit like I was really off the rails at this point in my life or what, which makes biopics interesting, like really getting some of the dirt dug up. And I feel like sometimes when the actual subject is too close to I wouldn't want to direct a movie about my life.
Right.
I mean, I don't want a movie about my life to be made. Also, it would be very boring. But
come on.
Several problems with this argument. But yeah, I'm very hesitant about like a biopic directed by the person the movie's about. I just feel like not only has she ever directed anything?
I'm gonna have to look it up in IMDb. I've never even heard that she's ever directed anything. But if she has, I'm sorry, I've just never heard it, and because I would have been interested in something like that. Wow, Madonna directed. I would have. But I always look for, especially if a person is new to directing or if they're getting, I want to hear like, oh, well, she started off with this independent project here, and she started off with this television show. Like Denzel Washington, who doesn't have to really work anymore, directs TV shows and things like that. So if I heard that he's directing a major movie tomorrow, a big budget movie, I'd be fine with it because I know he has the experience. He's directed television and things like that. So it's like,
He did
what is?
direct. I just looked this
You looked it up? Okay.
He directed 2008's Filth and Wisdom,
Based
a British
on?
comedy drama,
Oh, okay.
and 2011's W.E.
Okay. Well, there's some experience. So this is this is going to be her first
classics.
movie.
No, those are both films.
Those are okay. So both okay. Okay.
It still doesn't sound good.
But at least she knows what a director does. So
Allegedly,
there's
yes.
allegedly. Like you're like renting those movies right now. I'll be the judge of that. But
I do think Julia Garner's a good choice. I think she's a really good actress, and truly, like, if you want to, like, in Inventing Anna, she does a phenomenal job with that weird, like, because she was Russian but told everyone she was German, so her accent is just like a bit of a
mystery. I heard it in the trailer. I was like, you look poor. Like. Like what was
really good.
I was like, what was that? So I'm all about, and I saw another.
So I'll give her that she can probably, like, physically she's a pretty good match, and like it should be easy to make her up to rock that. And then like I know she can pull off the weird, like, are you British? You're not British.
Oh yeah. As far as the acting of, I'll give Madonna this credit. I would imagine because like look at how her career has been. She's been very controversial her whole career. Not afraid to put herself out there. If you follow me. So I would not worry that Madonna would be that type of person that'd be ashamed to be like, oh no, I don't want to tell that part of my stuff because she's been such an open book. So I'm like now I'm kind of worried. What is this movie going to be rated?
Like, hard on her.
oh, I thought you were about to say something else. Will you be hard on? You think she might be too hard on herself? Like
I think
like
she
how?
won't be. I think we're gonna get one of those like kind of toothless. My concern is that her being that close to it, it's gonna be one of those like just about how amazing she is, and none of
right.
Here's where I'm actually like flawed as a person or an artist.
That makes sense. Like I did, like the story about how when she was almost featured in this song with Michael Jackson, the version that she's gonna tell is, it was my genius was just too much for him to handle, kind of a thing. It wouldn't be his version where it's like, no, she wrote. Her verse for that song was so nasty. I was like, no. So yeah, you're probably right. I was wondering, like, would it be like? Do you think what is this movie going to be rated?
I feel like probably PG-13.
From the Material Girl.
R would probably be a better movie, but
it would be. So the question is, who does she have around her? And like, obviously, I love her. Whoever her casting director is, obviously, is off to a great start. This is a bang up. So maybe I'll give her the benefit of the doubt. I'll wait to see until I see a trailer before I'm too harsh on it. But that's it. We got a question in from Jabba the Slut. Okay. I knew something was off with the dude as soon as I saw him running like a flamboyant as soon as they were running like a flamboyant penguin in Justice League. Now, like, okay, well, there's two reasons why I don't like that comment. One, how the way Ezra Miller was running in the Justice League. How does a person that's running light speed run? We don't know. I'm like, the way, look how it looks in the TV show. That looks stupid too. Everybody's getting all mad about how he's running, like they are running like this, and like versus on TV. Like, I'm not gonna get into it, but that's what our thoughts on the whole Madonna thing. Anything else that you wanted to add to that? Looking forward to the classic movie that Madonna's about to put together.
I'm gonna go rent. I've already forgotten what they are.
You can't even commit to the bit because it's so forgettable. But that movie that Madonna's done, you never know. It could be great.
Could be great.
It could be
Could
great.
be
Let us know
my new favorite film.
your thoughts on that. I know I've taken up. We're running into the cutoff time, so I'm gonna let you go, guys. If you
Logging
want to
off.
follow
I'm logging off.
me, you can reach out to me out here at T3 Media. We always try to do a live show every week. Check out our reactions and all that good stuff. Just follow us on T3 Media. And if you want to follow Miss Amy Newman, where can they find you online?
I'm on Twitter at Amy_N_Newman, or more actively by a little bit on Instagram at Amy.N.Newman. Links to anything I'm working on there in my bio.
I forgot to put that in the lower third. I'll fix it. I will fix it. I appreciate you guys once again for talking with us through the medias. Hey, that was a pun on words. Play on words. Is that a pun or a play on words? I don't know.
I think it was technically neither.
Don't you have somewhere to go?
Thank you.
Appreciate you guys for talking with it. I appreciate you, Amy, for coming back and helping me out with this episode. I always love it when you give me a grief and a hard time. She's the best at it. If I always feel like I'm just too big for my britches, she's just right there to snap back to reality.
Checker. That's my credit.
The best ego checker in the world, the one and only Amy Newman. Guys, hit the subscribe button. Let us know what you guys think about the topics that we talked about. And until next time, guys, have a good one.